Who could forget that iconic moment when Jeter took the baton from her teammate Bianca Knight to storm away from the rest of the field to complete her leg in 9.70 seconds, the fastest split ever by a female, resulting in a brand new world record in the 4x100 meter relay inside the London Olympic Stadium. The star-studded team, which also included Allyson Felix and Tiana Bartoletta, recorded 40.82 seconds, removing a world record set way back in 1985 by Germany. Breaking a record as old as that one usually guarantees a long stay on the history books for the newly set record, and that has been the case for this one, standing for little less than a decade. However, some 9 years later, this world record could once again be in trouble at a major championship. But unlike the most recent challenge that came in 2016, that resulted in the second fastest time in history by the American quartet of Bartoletta, Bowie, Felix, and Gardner, this one is coming from their biggest rivals, the Jamaicans. Since the first official women's 4x1 world record in 1922, Jamaica has never held this record. Meanwhile, the USA has claimed it on 7 different times, only less than Germany, who owned this world record an astonishing 15 times. So if history is not on the side of Jamaica, who for decades produced quality female sprinters, who formed quality quartets, which are responsible for Jamaica owning half of the 10 fastest times in the event's history, why is it possible that this time they could go all the way? To begin the answer, let's head back to 2015 and take a look at the team that became the fastest in the country's history. The quartet was made up of the world champion over 100 meter, Fraser Price, the newly emerging Elaine Thompson, who at that point had a personal best of 10.84. The team also had the legendary Veronica Campbell-Brown, who did 10.89 as her best for that season. Natasha Morrison, another emerging talent, was also part of the team. She had a best of 10.96 that year. So this team had something the record-breaking team never had, which is all 4 sprinters being sub-11 quality. Despite this, they could only manage a championship's record of 41.07, which at the time became the second fastest in history, still quite a way off of 40.82. Since that year, they have not found a team as strong as that one again. But come Tokyo, we could possibly see a stronger one taking center stage. The usual suspects of Elaine Thompson and Fraser Price will still be around, looking in prime and form, and it seems they will have some exceptional young talents to aid in this possible world record attempt. The highest on the list of young talent is none other than Brianna Williams, who, if not for minor setbacks, would have been a part of the 2019 gold medal winning squad. So far this season, she has gone under 11 seconds, recording 10.98 seconds at the latest edition of the American Track League. As impressive as 10.98 sounds, she could be way off where she'll eventually be later this season. It would be extremely difficult to think of possible young talents who can make it easier to launch assault at this world record. And not to mention the Oregon Duck sprinter, who has won the last edition of the Jamaican Junior Championships, has improved marginally this year, coming from 11.49 way down to 10.98 seconds. In this impressive run on the collegiate circuit, she has defeated the likes of Twanisha Terry and Kavana Davis, proving to everyone her times are a true indicator of just how good she is. There are also others like Ashanti Moore, Akira Nugent, and even Kavana Davis, who could still turn her season around. It would also be noted that Sharika Jackson will also be a pivotal part of that team, given that she anchored the team to the 8th fastest time in history in 2019, without Elaine Thompson in that team. Given all factors, they do have a chance. For the first time, it is quite possible that they could replicate that X factor, which is the 9.70 last leg done by Jeter, by putting Fraser Price on the anchor, seeing that she is now the new world's fastest woman. Despite that, it will still be an extremely difficult task. But with the amount of talent on the rise, along with 2 of the fastest women in history on their squad, it seems like with the right amount of preparation and proper exchanges, this record falling may just be inevitable.